Hello and welcome to Monster Hunter Frontier Online G. Doing a quick little bit of a starter introduction for you folks. After you've gone through the tutorial and made your character and all that good stuff, well, made your character and gone through the tutorial, you'll be starting out in the 1 through 30 version of this. So, let's show you around. This guy's your deco guy. Buy decorations for your house. I haven't really even bothered with it. Might someday. This is the way to the Rasta bar, of course, as you know. Oops. Anyway, over here is your access to your home, farm, gookie, or duck area, and of course, your hawk, which I need to feed. So, let's take care of that real quick while I'm on this tutorial. In fact, go away, duckies. Let's take care of the whole thing. When you come in here once a day, you'll find that you have the Super Potion. The Super Potion will give you a 75% boost on your defense in Quest. But you can only use up to 5 a day, and you only can get 1 a day, so if you put that together, you can't use them exactly highly often. Now here, we have your guy that you talk to about your hawk. This will tell you the status of your hawk. Mine currently has nearly max attack. Its loyalty is at 160. I still need to get its HP, which is at 9. And then the other two stats are defense and intelligence. Getting these maxed will allow your hawk to evolve. Now when it evolves, it will change looks and get a bit stronger. Totally worth doing. As you see here, I'm still working on his dragon. I only have 24 in there. The top one's normal, but once I get dragon to 100, he'll change towards that. As for this, going from top from bottom, we got normal, fire, water, ice, thunder, dragon, poison, paralysis, sleep. Nobody does sleep, obviously. Now, what we can do here is we're going to feed him in a moment. But here's your training. Obviously, this is do nothing. It's your HP training, attack training, defense training, and intelligence training. Training takes place during the amount of time that he is with you on quests. The longer the quest, the more training he will get, naturally. So, if you're not playing constantly with rushdown people, your guy will evolve fairly well. Now we go over here. We got how to make his name. Just type in whatever you like. Here we got how you put on skills. So normally your skills would be on the right hand side here. You can see you can choose and go back and forth between your skills. Here you can remove them. Here you choose them. Yeah. Now for the skills, I recommend going on Mangarde and checking out what skills are what. And naturally, this would be what he would tell you information on it, but speaking that it's in Japanese, it really doesn't matter. Now, let's bring our hawk down. Hello, Date. What's up, buddy? Alright, now here, of course, you have HR 1 through 30, HR 31 through 99, HR 100, and then when you get the G rank. Naturally, feeding him different things will have different effects. Let's go into here, for example. Feeding him this will give him normal and fill his fullness, so that's if you're trying to change him back. This is bug stuff. This is what I use to raise his paralysis. As you can see, just going through, hunt random stuff and you'll get what you need. Now, I'm not going to list everything because I don't know exactly what everything is. So there's no point in me doing so. You'll find in your own way what you need to hunt. Now here, I'm going to use some stuff from Elder Dragons. It's these right here. And of course I could use stuff from Lao as well, if I want to. I do hunt enough Laos after all. But let's feed him 3 of these. he'll get his fullness to 90. If possible, you want to get use items that give fullness only to 20, but I have nothing that does as a current. So he just took an 18 Dragon Point boost. And when he's 100 Dragon, he will change forms. Now let's head back out so I can continue showing off the area. These boxes here can be used if you have extra cores. Doing so allows you to do your typical normal item functions that you would from, your normal item box. Things you cannot do, however, is equip weapons and armor. That has to be done from in the blacksmith or inside your home. This guy here is the old combination man. You're a typical one for most of the games. The first option allows you to do what possible combinations you have in your box. You pay a small fee and you can do it from here with a 100% chance. No failure rate. Ever. But at the same time, you have to pay money. So that could be seen as a bad thing to do, naturally. But it isn't. Now the other stuff here, you can use points which you can earn from different activities in order to pay for items. Here you can buy materials that he has for combinations. Some are vital for making certain weapons and armor. So always good to take a look here if you see something you don't recognize. Here you can sell your items. Of course here you can also buy the stuff in bulk and send it to your box. This is the item lady. The first option allows you to buy. And then the first option of that is your typical usual tools you need to take on your quests. Potions, hot drinks, cool drinks, all that usual stuff. Anything that's in pink is on sale, and extra course allows that stuff to be permanently on sale for me. Some of the things wouldn't even be here without it. Like sonic bombs, flash bombs, I believe the shock trap and pitfall trap wouldn't be here either, along with the honey, which can be sold at all times for me. Here is where your combination books, the stuff for your item box for expanding the pages as well as for expanding your home, and the info for all the monsters. Here is where your gunner ammo and such like that is in the third option. Gunner, bow stuff, usual. Here's where your tools is for, gathering, as well as explosives and the different types of horns, which I can buy any of. You also can get your spits for making food, lightning rod for a certain quest, even dung bombs. Here is a lot of food items, as well as other various items that you can use that are pretty important. Some of the most important things here in the food item section is this, the ancient potion, and this, the elder seed, or ancient bean, whichever the freaking name is. These are very, very important for utilizing for different quests. In fact, I think I'm going to buy some more. Here is the sell option. Buy the box. We're going to buy a few of these. Good 11 more. Because they're simply not cheap. Here you can spend your points on various items, if you have them. These points can be attained from Festi or other activities. These options I do not know, I apologize. And this finally here is for activating for dailies, which we don't need to worry about. This is your food lady. You're able to buy various food items that you want to deposit in your box for use. Not everything is really that useful, but make sure to buy some essential ones. The ones that I'll point out that are useful are this yellow seed here, this green vegetable, rice weevil, and some of the various jam items, specifically this one. And of course you can sell them buy in bulk. This naturally is the quest board. Pretty obvious what that's for. This board is for when you're getting later on into the hundreds. You can set up your urgents, which you just stamp your urgent and then you go do it. Simple option, but not too much to show off here. But you would just go to HR and it'll be the first option. And I'm assuming it's the same for G rank. These are your Festi merchants. This one actually only displays information and tells you about Festi. It's also where a guild leader would sign up for it. Here you can get your Festi rewards and different materials that you would normally obtain from it. And here, this one is the one that allows you to go on the victory quest, which utilizes tickets from Festi once it finishes. These tickets can be exchanged, can be used in the quest for pink victory tickets, which are used to upgrade Festi weapons. These are your different quest quest tellers or quest ladies, whatever you want to say. And yeah, this is a G rank 1. You typically go to this guy for your urgents. The others are just various ones. Now, this one here, when you talk to her, will allow you to exchange different fanes for different items. Typically, when you're going to be doing that, you're going to be utilizing the third option. This is done from prem kits and different armors, as well as SP armor, and so on and so forth. Now let's head to the blacksmith area. Right over here. It's your buttocks, of course. Let's take a quick look. This is if you want to deposit things out of your inventory. This is if you want to pull stuff out of your box. This is for equipping. The first one is to equip to yourself. The second is to equip for your visual armor or city armor that you wear just to show off in town. The third is to your Rasta. And mine looks like, well, it'd be nicely, it looks like a complete retard. Total retard. Anyway, here you can equip. No, okay. Here you can save different setups that you have. So any kind of weapon and armor sets that you like to put together as a set, go ahead and do it here so that you can save it and then come back to it later a lot easier. Here allows you to equip it. And this will allow you to equip it to visual. This will allow you to equip it to yourself. Alright. And this can allow you to sort the inside stash. This is for sorting your equipment. Very important, very simple. Skip straight to the bottom. This will allow you to do your combinations, either be 2 item combinations or 3 item combinations. And now to the blacksmith. The first option is for you. And this option, of course, has your first one is the weapons. And then your first option is all the different weapons in order. If we go by order, we have S and S. Dual swords, great sword, long sword, hammer, hunting horn, lance, gun lance, LBG, HBG, and then bow. Second option is to upgrade such fanes. Third option, well, don't have it yet for me, but it would typically be your gal stuff. Oh god, Trixie, jeez. Stinky cat. Does you really have to do it while I'm recording? Ugh. Anyway, the second option is, of course, armor. Head, chest, gloves, waist, legs. Pretty standard. Second is the upgrade as such. By the way, the yellow is for prem stuff or booster stuff. Okay? Whoops, forgot option there. Third option is your decorations, of course. Making your decorations, fitting your decorations, taking out your decorations. You can see my guild talking in the background there, or at least 2 of them. Now you do your second option, it will bring up your partner. You see, there she is. And it's the same options for her. This here is your Merchant, your weapon and armor merchant. You can do the same thing here. You can go to buy. First option is weapon, second option is armor. Sell, you can sell straight from your box, anything you don't want. The other two options are actually from your extra storage box, which has to do with things that you pay money for. Now let's head up here. This is for your guild hall. Of course. Not much use to anybody else. Now we go here. This is the guild register bar. Here you can register for a guild, search for one, so on and so forth. It's also God damn, Trixie. When you need to leave a guild, which is also important. Because when you first join the game, you will actually have to leave a beginner's guild, which nobody's really in. What do you know? Here is your hairstylist, as you've probably seen from my quest and different episodes. You just go in here, and then you can choose the different options. The first option will be your hair. Here, of course, you can do arm wrestling if you like, a trademark of Monster Hunter. The others are special 10 stats to deal with pay items. Down this way is Perone, which you really don't need to know as a beginner. Now, before anything else, let's do the last thing we're going to show off here, which is quest. And what order they're in. Your first option will bring up events. Here's your basic events for number 1. Here's your next row of events. They aren't particularly events per se. Usually they're just ones for materials that help out. Third, I can't access yet, of course, because that's GAL, which is HR 100 ones, which you require tickets for. Also what would be here, and usually in the third slot, is Elder Invasions. On the weekends, you'll typically have a different group of Elder Dragons invading, and they'll be there. Ones you don't normally see as much, like, say, Lao Shenlong, Gao Sharan, Fatalis, stuff like that. Now, the second one is you're going to be the one you're going to be using the most, naturally. And this here has your HR 1 through 30, 31 through 99 quests. Of course, you can do it like this and go and sort it by environments, and these are pretty easy to figure out for the most part, yes? But that should about cover everything you really need to know when you're first starting. Everything else you can pretty much figure out on your own. Well, anyway, take care, guys, and have a good time, and I hope you enjoy this simple little guide to the starter area. And I hope it helps you navigate it if it's your first time around. Take care.